Hello and welcome to HighPointe Happenings. I am your host for today's meeting. My name is Naya. Go ahead and sit back and relax as we begin our morning meditation and mindfulness exercise.
Wild horses, jumping around from past to present to future, refusing to sit still. And like a pack of wild horses, trying to force the mind to be still just doesn't work. The horses are wild in nature after all. But with practice and time, we can train the mind to be aware of when it's galloping in all directions. And we can guide it back to the present moment with a kind and friendly hand. So let's see if we can practice taming the mind by taking a few mindful, deep breaths. Whoever you are now, get comfortable. Eyes can be open or closed, and perhaps relaxing the shoulders. And now, taking a deep breath, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Noticing what thought or sensation the mind is chasing after. And again, just gently taking another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One last time, breathing in and breathing out. Similar to the wild horses, over time, the mind can become more tame, more calm, and may even start to enjoy more moments of stillness. Remember to just keep practicing.
All right, I hope you guys are feeling a lot more zen and peaceful and ready to start off with our calendar review segment. Today is Tuesday 13th. Can all of you say that with me on the count of three? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Tuesday 13th. Awesome. So Tuesdays are a great day to kind of restart from if you had like kind of like a cruddy Monday. They're a great start to the week. Um, they're also kind of like filled with new beginnings as well because you're not quite at the halfway mark. You're almost there, but it's not the end. So you're kind of in sort of the thick of the week on a Tuesday. But can anyone come up and point to the star on the calendar? Awesome. Great job. How many days do we have left until Friday? How many days? All right. That was our calendar segment of morning meeting. Moving on to movement break. We are going to be doing these poses and we'll do them for about 10 seconds each. You can pause at any point to provide additional support where needed. So we're going to go ahead and start with moving our bodies over to the left. I almost forgot where my left and right were. So move them over to the left. Stretch, stretch, stretch. We're going to do this for a count of 10 seconds. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 0, 0. Let's try that again, shall we? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's move our bodies over to the right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And we're gonna move our hands up really tall, make ourselves really tall. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. And then we're going to shake our hands. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, everyone. Hope you're feeling a bit more loose and ready to focus. Now on to our weather forecast. Here's what's happening outside: windy, cloudy, rainy, or sunny, and what you can expect as the day goes on. Go ahead and take this time to discuss the weather. Starshine, it's pop time. It's time for pop culture. Segment of morning meeting. This one is about Timothy Chalamet. The Golden Globes just happened recently, so it is all the news surrounding pop culture. Timothy Chalamet is an actor. He's done a lot of really cool stuff. He's starred in Dune. Call Me by Your Name. I'm trying to think of a couple other things, but he recently just starred in Marty Supreme. It's a kind of drama comedy about a ping pong player, I think, in the 90s or 80s or 90s or something like that. Anyways, but Timothy Chalamet triumphs at the Golden Globes. He scored a major win at the 83rd Golden Globes Awards, taking home Best Performance by Male Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy for his standout role in Marty Supreme. It's his first ever Golden Globe win after multiple nominations over the years. He beat out heavyweight contenders including Leonardo DiCaprio and George Clooney. On stage, Chalamet delivered a heartfelt speech thanking the cast and crew, his family, and his partner, Kylie Jenner, making the night a memorable milestone in his already remarkable career. So, have any of you ever heard of Timothy Chalamet? All right, how would you accept an award? Who would you thank? Would you thank maybe the people that you worked with, or would you thank your family members? Who are some people you would thank if you won an award? So, oftentimes, if you win a Golden Globe, or it's another one, I can't remember what the other award is. I think it's like a green statue. I can't remember. Anyways, they say that if you win this round of awards, you're probably most likely to win an Oscar, because the Oscar is kind of like the award that an actor can win. So he is on a great track to potentially winning an Oscar if he is indeed nominated. All right. All that talk about pop culture, we're moving on to our of the day. We're starting off with joke of the day. You know the deal. Have someone come up and point at joke. All right. Are you ready for this joke of the day? Why don't graveyards ever get overcrowded? Anyone? A drum roll, please. Because people are dying to get in. It's not so much as a joke as it's kind of scary and like morbid. Anyway, moving on to riddle of the day. Have someone come up and point at riddle. All right. The riddle is: I speak without a mouth. I travel without legs. I can make you laugh or cry, yet I weigh nothing at all. What am I? Your hint is: you often hear me in mountains, canyons, or empty rooms. I repeat what you say, but I'm not alive. What could it be? Go ahead and take this time to discuss the riddle. All right, give me a drum roll for the answer, please. An echo, right? An echo. So I speak without a mouth. an echo is just reverberates. There's no actual physical being. I travel without legs, and echo, you kind of goes echo, echo, echo. There's nothing traveling. Just the the sound. I can make you laugh or cry. I don't really know what that one's about. Yeah, I weigh nothing at all. So if you got that one correct, great job. If you didn't, what an amazing opportunity to learn. Moving on to word of the day. Guys, we're starting off word of the day this week. I'm very excited. I finally got my stuff together. So we have now integrated word of the day back into HighPointe happenings. So can anyone come up to the screen and point at word? Not the word of the day, like safety, but the actual where it says on the top. All right. Awesome. The word of the day is safety. Can you all say that with me on the count of three? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Safety. Awesome. So the definition of safety is being free from harm or danger. All right. So what is, let's see, can you think of things that make you safe or keep you from harm or danger? A hint could be in the car. What's something that keeps you, that's a safety measure that keeps you from harm or danger? All right. So to help you kind of brainstorm, using it in a sentence is wearing a seatbelt is an important safety rule. Right? A seatbelt in the car helps you feel safe. So when we're thinking about this word in the context of what our objective is for the, hold on. Sorry about that. If you think about safety in the context of what our theme is for the month, new year, new me, one of our goals could be that we're being safe, that we're practicing safety in our everyday lives, and also maybe recognizing what safety measures are out in the places that we're in and how they are important to us and how they matter to us. So keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and say the word of the day together on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Safety. Awesome. So it is time for special of the day. Go ahead and have someone come up and point at special. All right, January 13th is Korean American Day. Today we celebrate Korean American Day, honoring the rich heritage, culture, and contributions of Korean Americans across the United States. It's a day to recognize the stories, achievements, and impact of the Korean American community. From arts and education to business and public service, let's take a moment to appreciate the diversity and vibrancy that makes our communities stronger. So, Cooper has a lot to say about it. Korean American Day, all right, has, who can point to the Korean flag on the screen? Awesome. So it's really cool because people all over from the world come to America for various reasons. And so this day is just our way of honoring them and the culture they've brought to America in various ways. So that means it's time for our multiple choice question. What is a traditional Korean dish made of fermented vegetables, often cabbage, and a staple in Korean cuisine? What could it be? All right, if you guessed kimchi, you are correct. Kimchi is fermented vegetables and cabbage. Just means that it like sits for a really long time and gets this kind of like soury type flavor. But it is so delicious, especially when it's made correctly and mixed in with other food. So I like kimchi. Not the biggest fan of it, but I like it. All right. Would you rather eat kimchi for every meal of a week or watch K-dramas nonstop for a week? So K-dramas are a huge staple within the Asian culture. K-dramas just mean Korean dramas. And let me tell you, those Koreans definitely know how to make great TV shows and movies. You can see a couple of them, or a lot of them actually, on Netflix. They're really, really good. So I feel like for me, my choice would be watching K-dramas nonstop for a week. I've definitely done that. already, so I would definitely do that. But what would you rather? All right, that was great discussion. Now it is time for our daily schedule review. Take this time to review the daily lesson and activity schedule. Thank you so much for joining HighPointe Happenings. This was a fun one, but I'm here to tell you I'm proud of you and you have the ability to make today amazing. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye.